We have a feast of earwax removal videos for you today, including a subscriber that came in to get their earwax cleaned up by us as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. My name is Rhys, Barber. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates. Now, what we can see here is we've got this sort of quite narrow canal here. Lots of bits of keratin here at the entrance as well. So it's a little bit softer. You can see that sort of very pale beigey sort of white color material underneath. That's softer keratin, but it's coming away here in drier chunks, little bits of hair embedded in there, which does tend to complicate things a little bit. So having to kind of hold the side of the ear canal open here to be able to get to this deeper section. There we go. Let's take a look. There we are. That's gone, and we're going to work a little bit further in. Now I can see a much deeper section further in as well. So I'm wondering whether that was attached to this first bit. I don't think it was. There we go. So we now got a very, very deep section in a very narrow part of the canal here. I can see a little bit of the eardrum just to the right-hand side of that plug then. So I know the plug isn't stuck to both sides of the canal wall. So let's see if we can get this away. Oh, it's got a little bit stuck. Not surprising with the width of this canal, but it is moving. You can see a very slow little bit of wiggling there going on. Not quite turbo wiggling, but nearly. And this was dry. This is tough as old boots plug, this one, this last little bit. We're going to get this nearly. It's almost there. There we go. Out that is coming now. You can see that keratin material all around that outside edge there in that very, very deep plug. So you can see that lighter material there. Sorry, just beyond, there we go. You can just see on the base of the canal wall, a little bit of dry sort of keratin material here at the entrance as well. That sort of drier wax at the entrance is really, really common. That's dry skin rather than wax, I'm sorry, at the entrance is really, really common as well. You do tend to get a lot of that. There's a little bit down in the recess, which is what we're removing here. There we go. Lovely. Now, looking at this particular patient's ear canal, this would definitely be what patient we'd recommend using a bit of olive oil on a regular basis, just because the canal, there's so much keratin in there that's just kind of sort of stuck to the canal wall. It'll just have to loosen all that away. So we've got 2 centimeters, 3/4 of an inch as well, guys. Don't forget, if you do enjoy the videos, I'm going to put a little card up here if you're watching this on YouTube. This is going to be a video that I think you'd be interested in if you like that one. So make sure you click on that and take a look at that video as well. If you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to like, heart, share, follow and subscribe for me as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And if you've got ear problems yourself, like the YouTube subscriber that came in for the last video today, check out the link tree in the description. You can become a member. You can take a look at our appointments and book yourself one with myself with lovely Mr. Tilly Green, who is back on your screens real soon. Got to. Okay, so what we can see here, we've got a very, very dry ear canal, this one. You can really see it's dry. How do we know it's dry? All these tiny little lifts of skin that are happening all the way down the canal. Those little sort of white flakes, almost like little sort of breakers, little surf, sort of tops of the surf there as it's coming through. What we can see here is it's just kind of formed this dry wrapping around this plug. So the plug in the middle is really, really dry just because the skin around it is dry, and that's sucking all the oils out of this. So it's become just really, really tough, this one. We've got to try and negotiate getting this past that thin skin layer. Not easy to say quickly, that bit. So we're just going to use the standard size Audiology tube here. Let's lift this up. Just starting to bring this out. Oh, I've got to wiggle this. That skin is hanging onto this for dear life. We may have to use some manual tools here in a second if this doesn't start to budge. Oh, there we go. Where's your point? So we've got the Rosen inserter in here. Taylor's favorite tool, this one. I'm just trying to get into the plug. Now the difficulty, I think, there you go, out that sort of front section started to come there. You can see just how dry and how tough that section was there. And what's going on behind it is even more behind that. So let's see if we can get the Rosen inserter into this. The problem is when the texture changes, Rosen inserters are fab with these really hard types of wax, but when it gets softer like this, Rosen inserter not so good. So we're going to go in here now with the standard size on the tube, just because that front section was tough as old boots. This second section's gone really, not squishy, but it's more of a clay consistency. So it's not quite as hard as that front section. There we go. Look how that is peeling. Can you see there? Where it just peels all the way down the side of the canal. That lift of very thin keratin. Don't forget, we talk about this epithelial migration. I talk about that a lot. But you get this very, very thin layer that's going to be traveling over the top of the skin here. And that's the bit that's hardening up and wrapping around this plug. Introduced a little bit of olive oil in here. That's going to help this to stop re-sticking back to the canal when this comes away. So a little bit of a fight on our hands here now to get this one out. This is going to take some wiggling. There you go. Oh, look, turbo wiggling gauge there, guys. You can see it just kind of get this really kind of, it's really fast wiggle. Just trying to loosen it from the canal walls. It broke the front section away just because this type of wax tends to be a little bit on the brittle side. We've got that beige layer underneath there, similar to the first ear canal. We've got this thick skin attachment to the side of the plug here. Are we going to bring the rosin insert? Yes, we are. There it is. So we've brought this forwards and we've got a little gap. Let's see if we can get behind it. There you go. Look at that coming away. We couldn't wiggle it out, but we can pull it out with a rosin inserter. I think we do show you this in a second. Oh, I don't. Sorry, there it is. I couldn't pick it up. There it is. So you can see that skin layer, almost like a candy cane, that kind of, that swirling kind of pattern down the side of it as well. So we're just tidying up here, getting rid of some of these little looser bits. There we go. You can see that little bit of keratin there. Is that going to come away? So there's sometimes those white patches don't always come away, and you'll try and lift them, but they're still really firmly attached. And if you did pull, then you'd end up with a little bit of bleeding. Eardrum looking absolutely fine there. It's another 2 centimeters, 3/4 of an inch on that one as well, guys. I think the next one's a blink and you miss it, so I'm going to have to be really quick with this next one. Oh, don't forget to check out the card up here as well if you look at this one. So what we have here is some skin. You can see with a lot of skin in the one today. It's peeled off the one canal wall and just started to touch the other canal wall, which is why the patient was having difficulty. But let's take a look at this coming away. Standard size ulnar tube in here. There we go, starting to get a grip. And there we are. There you go, starting to peel from the one side, peel from the other, and out that piece of skin comes. There we go. There we are, and all up the tube it went. So let's take a look beyond that. There we go. Eardrum itself looking nice and healthy. Patient hearing much better. So this is the last patient. This was a subscriber that actually booked themselves an appointment to come and see us. They actually originally from a town close to here, but they live out towards London now, so they came in to see us today. And what you can see here is we've got this very, very hard plug of wax that just needed to come away. Like a little ball it was, this one, and it came away really, really nicely. Patient hearing a lot better after that got removed as well. So let's take a look behind. We're just going to tidy up a little bit. Eardrum looks fab. We can see that straight away. We've just got this little piece of dry wax here at the top, little bit of a peel going on there, so we'll get that bit away. And we've got another section here. There we go. And the last couple of pieces, let's just grab those. Didn't want to come away that bit. There you go. But eardrum looking absolutely fab. So this is what we removed there. 1 centimeter, 3/8 of an inch. Don't forget, guys, if you have an ear problem yourself, make sure you check out the link tree in the description. You can come along and see myself or the lovely Mr. Taylor Green. And I shall see you guys for the next video on Wednesdays. Take care, everybody. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Let me do it properly. Take care of yourselves, take care of your ears, and take care of one another. And I'll see you for the next video. Bye, everyone.